Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Yorick. Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Today I wanted to respond. A few subscribers sent me this article and I've been following it. I wanted to put it up here so you see it right away, where the Portugal is looking to deport 18,000 illegal, undocumented migrants in the country. And some of the people who are looking to move to the country that watch this channel have said, hey, is that going to impact us? Is that going to, is the focus going to be on us as immigrants? And I'll start at the top, and the spoiler alert is my thought is not at all, because I have some questions about, as I've been following the news articles on this, is they're undocumented. So I'm trying to figure out how they found them to begin with, but there hasn't really been any information on how the government has found these individuals. But what's interesting is the timing of this information, because it's my understanding in all the years that we lived in Portugal and prior to that, that there were undocumented or illegal, depending on what term you want, people that were in Portugal. But the timing of this is interesting because it's just a few weeks before an election takes place. So you kind of wonder what type of political movement is behind this. So it does seem like this is really more politically motivated, and the timing of it, just politics, as opposed to Portugal making a due diligence and a major effort to get rid of or deport certain immigrants, or migrants, I should say, from certain countries. But the question is asked, is it going to impact those of you that are looking specifically for, let's say, a D7 visa or the D8 digital nomad, or if you're on, you're trying to get a work visa? I don't believe that's going to have any impact on you whatsoever. In fact, and I, quite honestly, the timing of this, because it is so close to the election, is, I think, purely politically driven. But for those of you trying to get in, I don't think this is going to make it any easier or any faster for you. It's just that Portugal is probably, we'll see if this actually happens and these 18,000 do get deported or not, and how that impacts the election. I think this is about trying to get votes from certain people, as opposed to trying to deport migrants. But for those of you that are worried about this, going, gosh, can this be something that's going to impact us in a negative way? I really don't think so. Quite honestly, Portugal, as I've stated in dozens of videos, what they need to do is hire more resources, more people at AMA to handle all of the hundreds of thousands of backlog cases that continue to be just kind of 2022, 2023, 2024, now in the present. Get those things cleared up. And then from there, maybe change some immigration policies. As you know, there is some loose talk about extending the citizenship. So from after 5 years, becoming an opportunity to apply for citizenship or permanent residency, that they're looking to maybe push that to 7, 8, or 10 years to be in the country before you can apply for citizenship. Those are all things on the table. I think it really depends on what coalition, who is, I'll say, the majority of the minority, with the coalition that gets put together once this election is done. I don't foresee that there's going to be a majority here, and see what type of thoughts those in power will have when it comes to the immigration policies, or revising them at all. I'm not sure that, given, again, the thousands of things that Portugal citizens are concerned with, I'm not sure how high revising citizenship is on their list of things, wants and needs from their government. But we'll see. I'm curious to see if this will be the beginning of more action leading up to the May 18th election. And then depending on who wins, and when I say who wins, I don't know that it'll be outright, but who might win and create the coalition. So yeah, whoever creates the kind of a coalition, I'm just not sure that they're going to be focused that much on immigration. It doesn't seem to be, from when we're talking to our neighbors and whatnot, many of them were not aware of some of the policies that were put in place 10, 15 years ago, things like the Golden Visa or the NHR. And as much as those have been heavily modified, it just wasn't necessarily something that they had concerned with. And in many cases, they had worked in industries where having workers, construction workers, hospitality workers, people from other countries that came in, either seasonal work or were working because they needed to fill jobs. They didn't really have a big concern or really any concern about immigration, whether it be for people that were in the workforce or people that were looking to retire to Portugal. So in the end, I don't think that this is going to be something that you should really concern yourself with, because again, I'm curious if it'll actually happen. I do think it's mostly politically motivated here, and we'll see what the result is. And again, the biggest thing is who will be in part. Will it be the same party or a different party that will get the most votes in the next election, and then how that, again, that coalition is created and what the wants and needs of those people are. That to me will be the challenge, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos about that when the time comes, because I don't think they're going to be focused much on immigration. But I don't work in the government, and I've often been completely wrong when I've made videos about this, so I may be way off. And immigration may be one of the first things out of the gate when the new government takes shape. So we'll see. Hopefully not. It'd be interesting to see what will happen. Some of you have asked, will they go back to old NHR rules? I don't think so. Will they open up the real estate investment again for Golden Visa? I don't think so. I think the ships have sailed on those two things as they were originally designed. But who knows what may come down the road. We'll see what happens. I think we'll all see it together. And many of you, I'll keep making videos about it. And hopefully many of you will still consider moving to Portugal or thinking about a move there and being able to tell me about it from the ground. And we'll see it in between our trips there. As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your travels.